What's up, everyone? John here with Motivation Theory, running with my week 46 ultramarathon training for 2021 update. It's been quiet around here, but I've been busy. Maintaining my horizontal progress. Not gaining, not dropping, but I have been able to kind of maintain my fitness to get through the remainder of my ultras this year. This year, I think I've run about 7 or 8 ultras. I think, I started off with the Icy 8 and then the 24-hour ATR and then 12-hour ATR, the Belmonte, the MCM 50K, the Dahlgren 50-miler or 51 or 50K, sorry. And then now going to the JFK. So I may be forgetting one in there that I did solo. So 7 or 8 this year, super proud of that. This is year 2, finishing year 2 of my ultramarathon comeback. Feeling great. This has been probably the longest stretch of my running career I've been able to run consistently and stay healthy. So I'm super proud of that. That kind of shows everything that I preach on here and everything that I do is really working for me. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling healthy. I still have about 10 pounds to lose that I've put on over the last probably, I'd say 3 months. Just kind of struggled with that, and I've already explained that in previous videos. I won't kind of go into that too much, but for week 46 so far, I'm almost around 1,300 miles for the year. Probably 400 or so behind where I wanted to be for the year, and that's fine. I've just had a lot to deal with this year. This year has been crazy. It's crazy to think 2020 was crazy. Well, 2021 has been very crazy for me too. A lot going on, but it's good. Doing well. Family's doing well. I can't complain about that. I'm proud that I'm going into what is probably the final ultra of the year, the JFK 50. That is going to be this Saturday, 6:30 a.m. gun time, taking off. Hoping to bust out a PR in this race. Anything under, I think, 10 hours, 53 minutes or so is going to be a PR for me, but I'm really trying to shoot for 10 hours. That's going to be the number one goal, not thinking about anything else. This is not a terribly difficult race. The JFK 50 is a fantastic race for new runners, new ultra people who want to get into their first 50. The first 15 and a half or so, getting up into the AT, running through the mountains, a little bit of vert there, but it's not terrible. And then it's 26 miles on the C&O Canal, and then 8.5 on the road. Not a terribly difficult race. 13-hour cutoff. It's actually gone up an hour. They're starting everybody at the same time, giving everyone 13 hours to finish. I think it used to be 12 hours. And they used to have all kinds of qualifications you had to be able to prove to get into the race. All that's kind of changed over the years. I would think there'd probably be about 1,000 to 1,200 people in this race. So it's a large ultra, but it is a very fun ultra. It's a beautiful ultra. It's one that I love doing. It was one of those races that I wanted to do every year and kind of fell out of that years ago. So I've run it twice. This will be my third. My main focus in this race is really just going to be fueling, like everything else. Fueling, hydration, early and often, not waiting till it's too late, not trying to keep that bonk from happening, and just keeping moving forward, minimizing time at the aid stations. And that has been the strategy all this year and all my ultras, and it has paid dividends. I've run faster this year than any other year in races. Last week was the Marine Corps Marathon 50K. As you know, the Marine Corps Marathon was canceled this year, probably about a month out from the actual date of the live race that was supposed to take place. I deferred till next year for the marathon, then signed up for the virtual 50K. Again, this is the second year in a row I've done a solo virtual Marine Corps Marathon 50K. Last year I did it on the trails. This year I did it on the roads, doing about 5 miles on the road, and then about, the remainder of it in 1 mile loops. And that was actually not too bad. It was not too bad. Kind of crewed myself. Ran solo on about 4 UCAN gels, and then called my wife to pick me up a couple bean burritos at mile 19, ate those, and ran the rest of the way. That's all I used for fuel the entire time. So I'm feeling confident. Finished in 6 hours, 22 minutes with the stop, with playing with the kid for a little bit when I ate the burritos. So there was some stopping there. Finished probably about moving time of about 6 hours and 3 minutes, and I didn't push hard. This was not a super hard effort, so that gave me some confidence. I was running flat. It wasn't a ton of elevation change. But from a confidence standpoint, that gave me a lot of confidence. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong. My mileage hasn't been super heavy, but I have a good base over the last 2 years, so that's not a problem. I'm hoping to ramp up again at the beginning of this year, ramp up, get the mileage, to get the base going again, really increasing the amount of miles again, and really preparing for next year and all these races again. Probably have again 6 to 9 ultras next year. Going to be, like I said, fueling with UCAN predominantly, and real food. Again, I race. I try not to say I'm only going to eat one thing, but I will. The base of my fueling will be UCAN. I remember the first time I ran the JFK 50, I ran with Tailwind. They had just come out, and paid dearly. It really tears my stomach up and gives me a lot of bloating and gas. So I do not use Tailwind anymore. I did try it again recently, and it did the same thing to me. So I'm done with Tailwind. What am I going to be wearing? I get this question. I did a short the other day. JFK 50 is kind of one of these, these fall races, winter races that the winter can hit you, heat could come on, wind, rain, snow. It's all about bringing layers and preparing. So basically what I'm going to be doing, I'm still making a decision. I still have to pack. I still have to kind of plan what I'm going to be doing in the JFK 50 from a clothing vest situation. Am I going to do? I've done it with handhelds before. I've done it with a vest before. I've been running a lot without a vest, so I'm kind of leaning towards not doing a vest and doing one handheld, minimizing the amount. But then I got to figure out how I'm going to carry so many gels. Got to figure that part out. Bringing light gloves. Going to be bringing probably one layer here, another wicking layer over this that's a long sleeve, so I could tie it around my waist. Maybe, just maybe, kind of a windproof, waterproof, light shell over that I can kind of pack into something. So those are kind of logistics you kind of figure out, and you kind of figure out what works for you over time. The biggest thing that I stress about in ultras now is kind of the logistics getting to the race line. That's the stuff that stresses me out the most. I don't sleep well the night before. I worry about oversleeping. I set like 8 alarms over 2 phones and my watch. That's the stuff I worry about. Traveling, getting to the hotel, getting to the starting line. That's the stuff I worry about. Once I get the race started, I don't worry anymore. It's just do your thing. And I'm looking forward to just getting that start line in Boonesboro, Maryland, to kick off the JFK 50 for 2021. And I'm going to be filming this. I've been terrible about filming my races here recently, just because logistically sometimes it's just pain, and especially when you're doing kind of solo races or anything like that, it becomes a bear to deal with mentally. And but I'm going to be filming the JFK 50. I've never filmed it before, but I'm going to be doing it this time. Thanks for watching. If you want to hear some more tips and tricks when it comes to running ultramarathons, whether you're new to it or you've been running for a while, go ahead and click right here. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Take care.